Hello guys, it's Cassidy here, and we all know that our original stories are awesome. Especially if we are in the middle of or past our teenage years, and the story has gotten to cook and fester a little. We all also know that these original stories and characters can become huge and ambitious things. Detailed designs, specific story arcs, and suddenly you have a million books and shows you need to write and direct. Making the actual product is a lot of work and very expensive, but we need to show off our characters, right? So how? What do we do in the meantime? There are lots of answers to this. I'm going to tackle the YouTube answer. Now, how do you become a successful OC YouTuber / content creator on YouTube? How do you attract an audience to your doorstep that cares the next time you draw a sketch or write out a scene about your characters? Rajarin, Kimirii, and actually Ray / Jumpy June are content creators that have cracked the code about being OC creators on YouTube. We are going to analyze how they got so successful in the OC field today. And together, we might learn and be able to use some of their tactics to help show off our babies to the masses as well. Now, for both of these, they have a very striking own visual art style. And they both make videos about their OCs, but in very different formats so far. We'll start with Kimirii. She got her success from the first animatics she published a few years ago. Especially the Cups animatic. That's when I found her too. It's a song we all know and love, set together with a beautiful story and visuals. So through this animatic, we get to see a beautiful sibling dynamic, a silent and cute brother, and an adventurous, extroverted and badass sister. The animatic also shows clearly when you're in the past and when you're in the future, and the brother is alone. You get a clear story of who they were and that something happened, but you don't know what. So you'd want to stick around and find out. After Cups, she uploaded a lot more here and there, when she could, and fleshed out more of her characters. And the overarching story. Raja also started a comic about this story, but it got discontinued. The story's name was New Age, and has now been revamped to New Age 55. Before she revamped New Age, she started some other stories. Pulang Kampung. I struggle to say that. Fuck. My Norwegian tongue ass. My bad Raja, my bad. And Raven Dove, which you can read more about on her Unveil and her Discord server. I will post her card.co in the description so you can get all the links that you need to enjoy her content, because she's cool like that. Those stories are more slice of life and paints an image of where and how she grew up. Peak quality stuff. No, it's so wholesome though. Like, just the drawings alone are just like, oh, this is a wholesome goddamn fucking story. Okay. Today she is becoming more active on YouTube again with a different kind of format. Explanation. Yapology, as she calls it. Now, Jumpy June, or actually Ray, is a bigger channel, gone successful and recognized over the internet for a long time. Recently, they made a video about a new OC of theirs. They explained how they made him and his story in the original challenges context, and in a context they put him in later. They had an old story called Prism about magical girls, and decided to revamp this story after coming up with Apollo. They inform us using videos where they give visuals and explain the story. June also makes designated sketchbooks to these stories and concepts and show them to us. They talk about their sketching techniques and falling back in love with art again. They also talk about just playing around with ideas because they can. They tell a story about their OCs in their videos, but the videos alone are a story of falling back in love with art again, something a lot of artists long for or relate to. They talk about just having fun with character creating and art again, and that's beautiful. They also tell us that although the views and YouTube statistics went down on the original character stuff, the Patreons and amount of people wanting to buy merch went up. Now, before I summarize, I want to mention 3 honorable mentions. Louixie, I hope I'm saying that right, is a Warrior Cats OC creator and has made her own clans and cats. The main cat is Crow Song from Corvid clan. She has a classic underdog turned villain story. Louixie shows lore little by little. It takes time because it's fully animated, but when it comes out, it hits hard. Louixie doesn't talk or explain much like June or Raja has started to do, but spends her time animating and making very good toy house profiles for her babies. check her out. Link in the description, guys. Star is also a big OC creator on YouTube. She has a webcomic that has gone on for 10 years as of writing this, and has just started a novel project. She also has a good video talking about how to get people to care about your OCs. It's worth watching after this one. Link in the description. Lifeofliii have cool characters that's been through shit and live in a place for people who's been through shit. She's got 3 main characters that have interesting dynamics with one another: Brix, Jeb, and Madeline. She has a video where she explains this very well, and one where she tells us about what we can do with our OCs for fun. I'll link them in the description, so you can watch after this video. Now to summarize what we've learned. After looking at these examples, it's about information. You can inform people through explanation videos or through animatics. The information you should include is: who is the OC? What challenges does it go through? What are their strengths? How do they present themselves? How does it differ from who they really are? Why do you love your OC so much? Now, let's take Raja and Cups as an example. In Cups, we see that who are the OCs? Well, we have a silent brother that likes to read and chills out, and then we have an extroverted sister that's really adventurous. So we kind of know who they are now. What challenges do they go through? The brother goes through the challenge that his sister comes back hurt one time, maybe potentially a lot of the time, and she has a challenge that she got some bitches she needs to punch in the face. What are their strengths? The brother's strength is probably being a good fucking guy. A good fucking guy, reading and just vibing and taking care of people around him, it seems, from the Cups animatic. And her strength is kicking ass and being ambitious about where she wants to go in life. How do they present themselves? Both of them present themselves as happy, just she is very extroverted about it and he is very introverted about it. How does it differ from who they really are? Not too much, probably because they're a little bit young in this video, and I think they have a lot on their plate later in life. But yeah, so like, not all these questions kind of go to every OC out there, but like, for example, the last one, or the 2 last ones, how do they present themselves and how does it differ from who they really are? With my OC Juniper, he presents himself as like happy-go-lucky jokester, but who he really is? An insecure nerd that got not treated right. Okay, and then the last point was, why do you love your OC so much? We all like to hear other people being happy about the same reasons you're happy. The why you love your OC question is very interesting to me. I, for one, love to hear June say that they just love drawing their characters and likes making his coat look like a bathrobe, and they like how lanky he is and what dynamics he has with the people around him. They started animating for fun again because of him. We can see that at least 2 or more of the shorts they've animated about Prism and his story are all about exploration of character dynamics as well. So, when telling people about your OCs, tell them about their relationships too. Why does your OC hang out with the people they hang out with? And how do they play off each other? I, for one, have made a lot of animatics, and if you sit down and watch all of them, you might be able to piece some interesting story beats together. But I haven't made an animatic that tells one coherent story yet. A bit, but not quite. Not like Raja has. I tend to explore one scene or small concept or a dynamic. So one day, I gotta make one 3-minute animatic about a whole story. For now, I'll try to make more explaining videos too. And just to be warned, guys, I have so many goddamn ideas of those 3-minute... Dude, I'm so cooked. I've been doing the math. It'll take me at least 3 years to finish all of those, if I just focus on those. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Please like and subscribe and comment if you have more tips or found these ones helpful. Do you think there's anything about Raja or June that I missed? Comment about it. Cass out.